What is up, budgeting family and friends? My name is Shirria. This is the Shirria Mac channel where I am documenting my six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker with a virtual private practice, also working a part-time job. It is my husband and I, and we are a family of 7. Together, we make about $130,000 per year. We have 3 adult children, 1 senior in high school and 1 fifth grader. And we started our journey with $884,000 worth of debt back in October of 2023. And our goal is to be out of this debt in 3 to 5 years, 3 being optimal, 5 being less than optimal. And our debt is the combination of student loans, a car or car loan, mortgage, and credit cards. We are now on our last targeted credit card, and today's video is my February debt confession update, and we will get right into it. All right, so I'm still learning this template, and I thought I needed to record or duplicate the sheet from month to month, but then I saw that I could just start the month over at the top, but then I forgot that I do monthly updates. I probably needed February's numbers, but I have them, but I'm not sure they're completely accurate. So I will say that we started February with $292,927.66 worth of debt. And again, that is the combination of credit card debt, student loans, a car loan, and our mortgage. And so right now we are focusing on getting out of the credit card debt. Then we will transition over to the car loan. From the car loan, we also have a HELOC. From the car loan, we will then go to the HELOC. And then from the HELOC, we will go to student loans. So these are the numbers for February. Again, I'm not sure how accurate they are because as I went in and made updates from week to week as we were able to pay down particular debts, I wasn't keeping an accurate account of the progress that I made for these videos specifically. So again, we started February at $292,000 worth of debt. We started our original debt-free journey in October of 2023 at $305,000 worth of debt. And so we started February with 4 credit card balances remaining. You do not see the 4th one up here because we were able to pay that off. That was the Barclays Carnival card. We started February with it at $2,262.14. And we were able to pay that off. So I think I'll do the debt payments that we were able to make from my yearly overview because it has a month-to-month graph or table of the debt payments that we were able to make. It just does not accurately reflect the balances. So you'll see me go back and forth between screens. So for the month of February, again, we were focusing on the Barclay Carnival card. The financial goal for February was to get that paid off, and we were able to do that. Again, we started February with February with a balance on the Barclays card of $2,262.14. This was a balance transfer. We transferred the balance from the Hilton American Express to the Barclays card, and we were able to get that paid off. So we made those payments, and you'll be able to see if you go back and watch my weekly budgeting videos, you'll see exactly what those payments look like over the month of February. There is a zero balance on the Amazon American Express. There's also a zero balance on my husband's Platinum American Express, and there was a $1.98 balance on my Platinum American Express. There's also a zero balance on the Capital RX card, Ulta card, and State Employees Credit Union credit card. So this has a minimum payment of $40. The Carnival Barclays card, the last payment was the last minimum payment was $43.60. And then the Wheels Platinum American Express also has a minimum payment of $40. My American Express Platinum card also has a minimum payment of $40. And so now we're already at $163.60 as far as the debt snowball. The Capital One VRX card has a minimum payment of $25. The Ulta card has a minimum payment of $30. The State Employees Credit Union credit card, the last minimum payment that I had to pay was $50. And then my Hilton card, I made payments of $126.15. I share in every video that this card always carries a balance because my kids are authorized users on these cards and they pay their balances off. However, my daughter that is in college, she recently lost her job. We do allow her to put gas and groceries on this card, and sometimes we'll take the charges from the $50 that we put in a savings account for her, or we will just transfer her the $50 for her to get gas and groceries, which doesn't get her much, but we're just not able to increase that at this moment. I really want to get out of all of the credit card debt, then go back and look at the budget and see where I can make changes, decreases, and increases on certain savings accounts. So I never include the minimum payment for that. Wheels Hilton American Express has a payment of $40. The Sam's Club card has a payment of $29, and that has a zero balance. Best Buy has a minimum payment of $29, and that has a zero balance. My PayPal card has a minimum payment of $35. Again, you know that card does currently have a balance. It is down to $965 even, and the minimum payment is $35. I don't know if I will pay that balance off. Right now we are paying the interest accruing charges from month to month, and that is all we do, and we'll continue to do that until we decide to pay it off or stop using it. I don't feel like I'll ever stop using it because I do use it for foreign transactions within my business for protection, and then my husband uses it to purchase car parts because he buys and flips cars. His minimum payment is $45, and his card is currently sitting at a balance of His PayPal card is sitting at a balance of $1597.93. So, the Citi card, which is the card that we are working on now, we made a payment of $518.45. The minimum payment on that, I believe the last time I had to pay it was $49.50. We are still paying that. And so, right now we have $49.50 plus $3.66, which equals $416.10. The Delta American Express card also has a zero balance, so we add that to our snowball, and that brings our credit card snowball to $456.10. So now that we are paying, we minus the $35 for PayPal, and then we minus the $45 for Wheels PayPal, and that has us a credit card snowball of $376.10 that we are making sure to apply to the Target card every month. So that is where we ended as far as the credit cards. We are down again to 4 cards, but really, is it 4 cards? We're down to 3 cards, excuse me. So we are down to 3 cards, and we are not prioritizing paying off the PayPal cards. We are just trying to pay down the interest accruing or the special finance purchases. Then when we go down to Honda, I was able to, the regular monthly payment is $1,000.78. I do apply 15% of my part-time paycheck towards my Honda Pilot every other week, and so as a principal payment to knock down the principal. Then we have just the remaining routine balances, $288 on our HELOC, and we only pay $288. And then I have 7 student loans, and I'm only making the minimum payments on that. It's one monthly payment of $357.57, but because when I start paying them, I will be paying them individually. I track them individually. The minimum payment that I am making is not making a bit of a difference to the balance. Originally, I was taking the 15% from my from my part-time paycheck and tackling the first student loan. But when you start to think about debt to income ratio, the debt to income ratio only factors in your payments, not the balances. And I think it makes more sense to tackle, and interest-wise, it makes more sense to tackle the Honda Pilot, as that payment is $1,000.78. Once we get out of debt completely, we plan to start to build wealth. My goal is to become a net worth millionaire. So for the month of February, we were actually able to put $5,436.16 towards debt. That brings us a complete, thus far, we've been able to put $11,960.58 towards debt. But this is the combination of minimum payments, regular minimum payments, and then additional debt payments. So I know we have a debt snowball right now of about $2,000 per month, and that is why my goal is always to decrease my debt at least by $2,000 per month. Once we get these credit cards out the way and we're able to start to apply $2,000 to my car payment, I think that that would be amazing. The goal is to start that in June, to be out of the credit card debt by April, pay off the taxes for the month of May, and start to be able to apply $2,000 per month at the minimum, $1,500 to $2,000, because there are some house projects that I really want to get done. I love sunlight. Sunlight makes me happy, and so I want to change some of the doors and get some screen doors on my properties so that I can open up the big doors and let in more sunlight. So I also have a vitamin D deficiency, so I feel like that will help. So that is one of and then I have, my windshield has a crack in the screen. My 2023 Honda Pilot has a crack in the windshield, and I want to get that repaired as well. So I will be cutting back on some of the debt payments, but I'm going to at least I'm going to prioritize at least putting $500 per month, per part-time paycheck towards the, maybe $7, towards the principal of the Honda Pilot for the summer months, because I do also like to get out and do things, and then pick it back up heavy with the the 75% starting August or June. I don't know. It really just depends on a couple of different factors. But $500 minimum from each part-time paycheck towards the Honda Pilot. And so that is basically what we were able to do. So we ended February. Yes, we ended February at $287,510.93. So the difference in the debt that we were able to make, obviously, is $5,416.73, which kind of coincides with the amount of debt we were able to put off. Obviously, there's some interest eating up something somewhere, because we were able to put $5,436.16 towards debt for the month of February, but it only decreased the debt value $5,416.73. So it looks like there's like $13, $14, $15 worth of interest eating up something. And I'm sure it's the Honda, because I think I'm accruing about $13 a day in interest on the Honda Pilot. So that is it for my March update. My February debt confession update. The goal for March, again, is to be able to decrease my debt no more than $2,000 and not to accrue any new debt. And so I think we are well on our way. Just today is the 12th, and we've almost met that half of that goal, and we still have half of the month left. So I feel very confident that we'll be able to tackle that goal and get this debt eliminated. I would be so excited to finally be out of the big credit card debt, the $4,000 credit card, and then really trying to figure out, you know, if I want to completely pay off PayPal or not, and then what direction we're going to move into. I know we're going to switch from the debt snowball to the debt avalanche, but really I have to really figure out like what's that going to look like for me, because those journeys will be much longer. It won't be those instant wins. And I want to make sure I stay consistent when I won't have those instant wins so frequently. So that is it for the debt. For my February debt update. I really appreciate you for watching this long. What is your March 2024 financial goal? Whether it is decreasing debt, saving for a trip, saving for a down payment, a savings goal, $500 for this month, $1,000, $2,500 for this month. Please share that down in the comment sections below. Those type of comments really help to inspire me. I'm in a secret competition with you guys, but like not like that, but like that. With myself. It's more about myself, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a little competitive. It's like, oh, she's doing that, I want to do that too. It's more of that type of thing. So list your March 2024 financial goals down in the comment section. Help to inspire me. If you have any suggestions on how to, when we get to the bigger debts, like the Honda Pilot, the student loans and things like that, if you have had to pay off bigger amounts of debt, how did you get through the longer journey? Please share that down below as well. And if you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to follow my 6-figure debt-free journey from 6-figure debt to millionaire status and work optional on or before the age of 50. And I am currently 41 and will be 42 in October. So thank you so very much for watching. That is it for today's video. Bye for now. I will catch you in the next one.